Streamlabs,
Put
so
not a
that's
word.
why I'm
Into your clothes and come.
turning the gain up and watching it to try to keep it from clipping.
I'll wait for you in the sitting room. I've just received a note from Inspector Lestrade, a letter from the suburbs. He is in need of my presence. Whenever he has asked for my assistance, it has always turned out to be entirely justified. I fancy that every one of his cases has found its way into your collection.
Yes, they all seem worthy of...
However, I regret your fatal habit of looking at everything from the point of view of a story instead of a scientific exercise.
Oh, Holmes, you...
Should I appreciate you
I
though?
beg your
That
pardon, I digress.
gonna
It
help
would be
me
much
for the
better to
future. You know
examine
what I'm
this
saying?
letter than to try to convince you.
Graphics pretty good on this game.
The letter is on the table, Holmes. You should take a look.
This is Sherlock Holmes, Crime and Punishment.
The letter is on the table, Holmes. You should take a look.
Oh, what fucking table, man? This table. There's the letter. So yeah, I played them in the wrong order. This is Crime and Punishment. The other one is The Devil's Daughter. I did beat The Devil's Daughter. Wait. I completed The Devil's Daughter. And I was supposed to play this one first. So I'm playing it anyway. But it's a great game. You gotta pay a lot of attention to what's going on, which you'll notice when I'm talking. I just don't do nothing because you gotta pay a lot of attention, because after you finish, like, you can arrest somebody or whatever the case is, and they won't tell you if you're right until you finish the game. What's up, Lexington?
I can tell from Lestrade's handwriting that he was in a hurry when he wrote this letter.
Bro, I got so many clips that's just, I don't even know why people
with
clip
the
them.
monogram EB.
Deploying utility.
Oh, it's that kind of party, huh? Fuck out of here.
This man went on a killing spree.
Coming back again.
The Backenshaw family coat of arms.
Oh shit.
Get back to fighting.
Oh nah, you ain't gonna
All
do it.
enemies
I
have
ain't
been
never played it,
eliminated.
but
You ain't gonna do
I
it.
enjoy watching y'all play it. Y'all be kicking ass. I watch a few people play it actually. You, Shorty Bree, this guy named DJ Creations. Alright, so alright, let's close that.
So,
Oh, I forgot
what
to go
is
talk to
it,
Toby.
Holmes?
Promising, as always, it appears to be a case of murder.
So you believe that Sir Eustace is dead?
I should say so. Lestrade wouldn't have sent for me for less. His writing shows considerable agitation, and he is not an emotional man. These people belong to high society. The quality of the writing paper, the EB monogram, their coat of arms. The crime was committed before midnight.
Holmes,
So
how can you
each
possibly
mission on
tell?
here usually takes
Well,
about 2
it is all
hours.
thanks to Lestrade. He wrote his letter
I
at
don't know if I'm
3:30
gonna
in the
make it through
morning.
the whole thing.
Imagine the
'cause I
chain
do
of
have to
events
work
before
again
that.
tonight.
The local police had to be called in. Scotland Yard was notified. Lestrade himself had to make haste there, and finally compose the letter he sent to me. All of that makes for a fair night's work.
It makes sense. Lestrade also speaks of the woman he released.
That seems to indicate that she had been held somewhere during the crime. Much time has been wasted.
Yeah,
Let
sort
us
of,
find a
but
cab
more
and go to
interactive.
Abbey Grange immediately. I live in hope of an interesting morning.
I like it so far though. Like, wait, I don't want to leave yet. I was just telling Demon Terror that I completed the second one first.
I agree with
played
you,
them in the
Toby,
wrong
that
order.
Watson's shoe is I agree with you, Toby, that Watson's shoe is preferable to Mrs.
But I'm still
Hudson's
gonna
cold cuts.
play through it anyway. Who keeps stabbing these damn letters, man? Alright. So now I gotta travel to, what was it, Abbey Lane or something?
A map
like
of
that?
London and the surrounding area. It could be useful.
Investigate the murder at the Abbey Grange. Yeah, I fucked that up.
Ah, Mr. Holmes and Dr. Watson, here you are. I'm very glad that you have come, but perhaps I should not have troubled you after all.
And why is that?
Lady Brackenstall has come to her senses, and she has given so clear an account of the affair that there is not much left for us to do.
Oh, that's what I was saying. So,
You remember that Lewisham
I'm
gang
sorry,
of burglars?
absent-minded as a motherfucker.
What, the three Randalls?
Exactly. The father
This one
and
is
two
called
sons.
Crimes
Their
and
work.
Punishment.
They stole a
The
silver
second one is
service,
called The
which is of
Devil's
great
Daughter,
value.
and they
Sir
just
Eustace
made
Brackenstall
a
is
prequel
dead,
that was released,
Yes. His head was
I
knocked
guess,
in
a
with his
couple
own
weeks or so
poker.
ago,
A violent
called
act of
Chapter
aggression.
1.
Yes, the poor lady.
So,
She has had a most
somewhere
dreadful
along the way, I'm
experience.
going to get that one
She
too.
was assaulted and tied to a chair. But I think that you would best see her and hear her account of the facts. She's in the morning room with her maid, Teresa Wright,
Where is the body of the deceased?
in the dining room. We haven't touched anything.
All right, I'm going to examine it.
Very good, Watson.
Man, these shit's nice, bro. I was also telling Demon Terror, I don't know if you was here yet. Like you'll finish the case, which is the chapter, and you have to choose who's guilty and who's innocent. I'll probably get to a part where you like kind of start doing the deduction thing, and it'll make a little bit more sense, but you can deduct wrong, where you don't know that you're wrong until the end of the game, like after you beat every chapter. Because you choose the fate of the person, whether they go to jail or something happens. Like if something in the middle of happening to them, like on the last one, a guy was about to get killed where you had to save him and send him to jail. But if you're wrong, you don't even know you're wrong until the end of the game. And I was wrong on that one. He wasn't even the right person. Yeah, real talk. Real fucking talk. It's dope though. I
Lord
like
George Brackenstall. Sir Warthen Brackenstall.
Something else I get lost in is trying to make sure I do everything in these games. Wait, examine that one.
Lord Brigham Brackenstall. Lord Ramsay Brackenstall.
The
Baron
walking
Lyndon
mechanics?
Brackenstall. The Brackenstall
Controls
family
for
seems
the walk.
rather
It's
austere.
not so great. It's not bad if you got a little bit of room to move around, but I guess I'm gonna have to do a character construction or whatever it's called for him.
Lady Brackenstall awaits you in
Character
the morning
portrait
room.
is what it's called. I
Lady
think.
Brackenstall awaits you in the
morning
morning
room.
room.
Which way is the morning room?
Lady Brackenstall
Oh,
awaits
wrong
you in
room.
the morning room.
Shit.
Ladies, Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting Inspector Lestrade in
Well,
this
somebody whooped the
investigation.
Sonic coins out of her.
Mr. Holmes,
The Sonic
I
rings,
am the
not
wife
coins.
of Sir
Fuck.
Eustace Brackenstall. We were married only a year ago.
I am sorry for your loss. Please accept my deepest condolences.
I suppose that it is no use my attempting to conceal that our marriage has not been a happy one. I fear that all would tell you that, even
Shit,
if I
look
were
like she
to
got a
attempt to
Sonic ring
deny
on
it.
her finger. Shit, her eye look like a raw steak. Let's do her character portrait first. Alright, so fresh bruises. Nothing on your lip? No. Boy, he beat the leather off of her. God damn. Elegant dress. That's an old bruise. There go that Sonic coin. Ring. Shit, I keep saying coin. Sonic ring. What I'm missing? What am I missing? Pale cheeks. Alright, so what happened?
Can you
bitch?
describe to me the events of yesterday evening?
Is it really necessary? I have already told Inspector Lestrade all that happened.
Yes, madam, it is.
I will tell you then. Sir Eustace retired about 10:30. I sat in this room until after 11, absorbed
That man
in a
named
book.
Sir Eustace.
Before I went upstairs, I entered the dining room to fetch a candle and, oh God,
Please, go on.
as I approached the French window, I
Gonna
found
say
myself
it's my
face to
woman,
face
you
with an
the one
elderly,
with the black
broad-shouldered
eye.
man who had just
That shit,
stepped
I
into
blacked
the
the
room.
other one.
Close
Hell, that
behind the
bitch
first
looking like a
man,
raccoon.
I saw two others. One of them struck me a savage blow with his fist and felled me unconscious to the ground.
And then?
When I came to myself, I found that they had secured me tightly to a dining room chair. It was at that instant my unfortunate husband entered the room.
He fought with the intruders?
Yes, I think he had heard them, for he was holding his stick. But they
Man,
were
that whole
three,
line.
and he eventually succumbed. One of them, the elder one, struck him a terrible blow with the poker. I fainted once more. When I opened my eyes, they had withdrawn. Then my brave Teresa came to my assistance.
I think she lying.
Did these three villains steal anything?
Yes, I found that they had taken the silver from the sideboard. But you can
Hey,
see
while
for
she
yourself
talking,
in
I'll
the
be right
dining
back.
room.
Go and get something to drink.
You mentioned that your marriage was not a happy one. Was there anything specific that was troubling you?
He was not
Oh,
a
wait,
nice
I
man
gotta
when he
wait.
was drunk. And
You
he
have your
suffered from
Twitch
dark
link to the
moods, but
Gilded.
nothing else.
I gotta see what's up because the bot isn't announcing when you go live. Oh shit! I almost messed up. That's why I stayed right there. The bruises.
The bruises on
I don't
your
know. Let me
hands
check
are
and
at
see
least
now.
1 week old. Your husband caused those bruises?
Oh, do you? Yes, he did. He was very angry at the time. Out of control. Again.
My Twitch
Sir Eustace
is on my
was a drunkard.
profile.
To be tied to such a man for life is worse than death.
Your ladyship?
Let's see. View profile. Yeah, whipping on your wife was discipline, man. Let's try to do her character profile. Oh shit, that ain't the right button.
Teresa, I would like to hear your testimony.
Certainly, sir.
Give me your testimony. Motherfucker nose long. What am I missing? Handkerchief, vinegar smell, resuscitation, caring. Oh, she done put that rag over somebody's mouth to wake them up?
As I sat by my bedroom
Oh, yeah,
window,
I forgot.
I saw 3
me
men
go
in
get
the
something to drink.
moonlight down by the lodge gate. But I thought nothing of it at the time. Oh, if I'd known.
And then?
I went to bed, and it was more than an hour after that I heard my mistress scream. And down I ran, to find her tied to the chair and him on the floor with his head smashed. That's all I know.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Now, I guess we gotta inspect the room now and see if we can find some shit that's tore up.
The description of the Randall gang provided by Lady Brackenstall is identical to the one in the Times article. These scratches are most definitely made by the picture frame. This is Sir Eustace's safe. There may be something important inside. I must ask Lady Brackenstall to open it.
Yeah, open this motherfucker.
This photograph of Lady Brackenstall and her maid Teresa was taken at a port, but which one?
This man just undoing people's shit.
So the lady and her maid came from Australia a year and a half ago on this ship.
And he taking shit. So now I gotta talk to Lady Brackenstall, see if she'll open that safe.
Lady Brackenstall, could you open this wall safe?
No, it is my husband's safe. I do not know the combination.
We have to open it.
I think she lied.
Your ladyship?
She definitely lied.
Let us try to open this safe. This
told you,
safe
man,
can
raccoon
be
style.
cracked. I only have to pay attention. The dial will vibrate when it is set to the correct number.
Rotate. Okay. Must have been going the wrong way, huh? Does it matter? Yeah, I know. I was trying to feel a vibration. Sir Eustace. Oh yeah. Boy, this man all fucked up. Swollen stomach, cirrhosis, fucking leg cramps, liver damage. Left rear pain from pancreatitis. Jesus.
It is common practice to keep one's valuables in a safe behind a painting. It should not really pose a
Thanks for
challenge
giving.
for a criminal.
Give me all this. Come on, man, I can't get the money.
Antique coins, possibly of value, but they're scattered without care.
What does it matter? Talk to me, bitch.
Sir Eustace's doctor speaks of his violent behaviour.
Yes, Sir Eustace was an extremely violent man. A detestable human being, to be more precise. It is true that he once threw a decanter at me, and all because I dared to stand up to him in defence of my mistress. Sly devil. God forgive me that I should speak of him so now that he's dead, but a devil he was, if ever one walked the earth. We met him only 18 months ago. She'd only just arrived in London. Yes, it was her first voyage. She'd never been from home before. Wonder with his title and his money and his false London ways. If she made
They
a
don't
mistake,
sound
she
very
has paid
Australian.
for it if ever a woman did. She doesn't have
Didn't
any
they come
friends.
from Australia only
So
a
it
year
was
and a half
especially
ago?
hard
And they
for her.
sound like they from England? Am I wigging? Alright, so see this thing that popped up that was yellow? This is how you make your deductions. So you have to connect these. Criminals identified, Randalls are well known. And it gives you a node where you can see in the background a little electric shock. It'll have a bunch of nodes that you gotta connect. If you connect them correctly, it'll give you a deduction to who the criminal is. But you can also do them incorrectly in the right order, kind of, sort of, and it'll give you the wrong deduction even though they all link up correctly, you know? Alright, so I'm gonna wait on this node until I got some more evidence and shit. Wait, hold on, let me see if I can go back and connect some more of them. Alright, no personal life from Australia. See, here's two nodes. Like if I do I don't think these two will connect to nothing, so we're gonna leave that for now. And then these don't link up, so yeah. See how this one have the longer thing right here and here? That's where it should have grow out to the next node. Yeah, it's pretty dope though. Alright, so I guess now I gotta go tell the inspector what I came up with.
What do you know about Sir Eustace, Inspector? What was his reputation?
A charming man when sober, but an absolute demon when he was drunk. In such moments he was apparently capable of anything. Why, once he splashed fuel on Lady Brackenstall's dog and set it alight. Another
God
day he threw a
damn.
decanter of wine at Miss Wright's head.
The alcohol seemed to madden him.
To
That
the
man's
point
an
that we
animal.
were forced to
How
intervene
you just
several
set the
times
dog
to
on
avoid
fire?
a scandal.
Alright, so we got another deduction. Inspector's tale and violent behavior. And see this one, I can go ahead and highlight. And see the node will grow out and it'll connect to the next one if it's right. Or if the two different clues can actually link up that way. If you got two things that contradict themselves, it turn red. Alright, do I go this way now? Oh shit.
You should examine the body of Sir Eustace Brackenstall.
Ooh, that man dead. Alright.
So, Watson, what have you learned from examining Sir
They left
Eustace's
that man
body?
stiff and stinking.
Well, I can confirm that the death was instant. Sir Eustace was facing his
At least they
attacker
put
when
him
he
by the
received the blow
fireplace
to
so he'll
his
stay
head.
warm.
There are no other apparent injuries.
The head was cracked with the force of the blow.
That man got a vagina on his head.
That must be the murder weapon. Barefoot, he had therefore been in bed and did not have time to fully dress. Quite a large stick, a formidable weapon.
I think it was the maid, the helper lady. Because remember she said she got tired of him beating on her and defended her once before.
It is covered in blood. Sir Eustace might have struck his head upon it while falling from the blow. That is one possible explanation.
Shit, they also could have hit him that fucking hard. Splattered that shit everywhere. Alright, we got some more nose. Dead body. Bent poker. And then dead body and fireplace grate. Shit, I'm telling you. To the white meat. I was trying to make two of them link so you can see how that shit look. But we're gonna wait on it. Oh wait, was that all the clues? Yeah. Alright. What are we looking at here? Mantelpiece.
It appears that the bell rope was cut by someone taller than me.
Shit, somebody on a step ladder.
A fur trader's cabin.
Watch out, man.
A fur trader's cabin.
This is a urn.
A deer hunt. The hunting scene. This door leads to the upstairs bedrooms. Apparently the criminals did not venture there. These wine bottles are expensive and mostly from France. This candlestick is valuable. It is interesting that it was not also stolen.
Sure is.
An empty silverware box. It appears that the intruders have stolen the contents. A bottle of wine is missing here. The criminals did not thoroughly ransack the house. They only took a little silverware.
Is that the bell rope? Somebody was
Sailor's
tied up,
knots.
huh?
That's interesting. This rope was handled by the murderers. We need a scent hound to follow their trail. I will take it with me.
All right, I gotta go get Toby. So, let me go talk to this woman one more again. Can't examine nothing on the table, no.
Oh, what a horrible thing to have happened. Oh, what a horrible thing to have happened.
Ain't nothing wrong with you.
Please leave my Mary alone. She suffered so much, she deserves some rest.
I cut both of you on the top of the head. All right, let's go get the fucking hound. I pressed every button but the right button. Baker Street we go.
Come on, Toby. We need the best nose in the British Empire on this case. I agree with you, Toby, that Watson's shoe is preferable to Mrs.
Now what,
Hudson's
do I have to
cold
take him
cuts.
back to analysis table maybe?
Let us see how the rope was cut. The fibers at the end of the rope are smoothly cut. Let us try to find out what tool was used to cut the rope.
Cut.
If I cut the rope with a knife, it matches the original.
Alright, so it was cut with a knife. So I already talked to Toby. I guess maybe he'll come with me if I go back, because I need him to sniff around.
Search, Toby.
Yes, I'm a fucking dog. Yes, sir. That motherfucker run funny with them little short ass legs. These motherfuckers done went all the way around the world. I could have came straight across the well.
The scent leads to the well. I should check it.
Well, did I miss something? Why are they sending me back? Oh. Okay.
The intruders entered the shed for some reason when they were making off with the silverware.
So now what?
Brave Toby.
So does it go past the well? What am I missing here? Oh, it does go past the well. So they must have dropped something in the well to hold till later.
The intruder's trail is lost behind this wall. The criminals left the house through the French window. They walked to the shed, then across to the well, before fleeing by climbing over the wall. I wonder why they chose such a winding route.
Alright, let's go check out the shed first.
This hook might be useful.
Probably for the well.
This old suitcase sounds hollow. It must be empty. Small gardening tools, nothing of great interest. Bags of seed. Some empty bags were recently moved.
Alright, so that's the shed cleared. Now let's go check the well.
There's something glittering at the bottom there, but how can I reach it?
That was a whole accident.
Silverware. This is hardly a coincidence. The
Oh, I got the coat
Brackenstall
of
coat
arms
of
on.
arms. It appears that we have found the stolen silverware.
Alright, so sharp knife, knotted rope. Alright, let's try to get some of this done. I don't know that one yet. I do think it was the poker, not the fireplace. What's this one? No acquaintance or acquainted with a sailor. There's little possibility that she or her maid are acquainted with anyone. The lady is acquainted with someone from the Rock of Gibraltar. Somebody had to take that picture, right? Well, we already know it's domestic violence. What's this? The rope was cut once with a sharp knife and tied quickly in sailor's knots. That could indicate that the intruder had a sailor's background. Okay. We'll go check the wall again. Well, check the wall for the first time. Or if I even can. Yeah.
The intruder's trail is lost behind this wall.
Okay. Hold on, Toby. We're gonna go back to deductions. Let's see. Robbery is confirmed as a motive for the crime. The criminal may have planned to return. Silverware was not supposed to be found. I don't think it was supposed to be found. I think that was the cheat code. Alright, so I'm out of clues for now. Alright.
Brave Toby. The best nose in the British Empire.
I still feel like I'm missing something. Yeah, so I'm thinking that they faked the robbery to cover up the death, and they couldn't find nowhere to hide the silverware. So yeah, they didn't check the safe. They didn't take the expensive candles, the candle holders. I think they came to the shed and peeked in and was like, ain't nothing in there that we can use. So they whipped around in a panic and just threw them in the well. That's what I'm thinking. Could be wrong. What's this? Nothing I can do nothing with.
A hunter's cabin. A hunting scene. This is the chair that Lady Brackenstall was tied to.
I think I got all the searching stuff cleared. So let me go back and talk to her again.
A hunter scene. A trapper's hut.
See if I can get some information on what my next step is.
Inspector, I have recovered the stolen silverware.
You are a wizard, Mr. Holmes. And where is it?
In the garden well.
Excuse me?
Unique, isn't it?
Rather absurd. What is the point of stealing silverware and then throwing it down into a well?
Perhaps it was used as a temporary hiding place, or simply the thieves wanted to get rid of it. It is up to us to solve this mystery.
So I kind of think whatever sailor she met at the Rock of Gibraltar,
We found your silverware, Lady
it got something to
Brackenstall.
do with
It had
him
not
too.
been taken very far.
Is that true? I am very thankful to you, Mr. Holmes.
Yeah, you think?
Your ladyship? We found your mistress's silverware.
Oh, that's good news. You really are as clever as they say.
Indeed.
All right. Let me see. This is all of the evidence. Investigate the crime scene in the dining room. Oh, inspect the crime scene. So I'm not done in the dining room. Maybe I need to talk back to Watson. Ain't in here. Chair's done.
decanter standing next to the open bottle. An inseparable pair indeed. This glass has some wine traces, but no visible beeswing.
I don't know what a beeswing is.
There is beeswing at the bottom, as if the wine had not been decanted before being poured.
Oh. Now I understand.
This glass has some wine traces, but
So what's
no
up with that
visible
beeswing?
beeswing.
Glass.
It is rather strange that only one of these glasses has dregs of beeswing inside it, while the other two are clear. Chateau Calon-Ségur, French wine, Grand Cru.
Alright, so that's complete. What else we got? 2 glasses. Glass with beeswing. 3 people. There were 3 people drinking wine. One of the 3 probably prefers it with beeswing. There were 2 people. The remaining glass consisted solely of the dregs from the other 2. I think it was 2 people. See, there's the connecting nodes I was talking about. Murderer's visitor. Sir Eustace was murdered by the one person who was visiting that night. It was he who tied up Lady Brackenstall, Stale, whatever. He is tall and strong. And that connected the rest of this shit. Look for Sailor. Alright, I gotta go back to Baker Street now. I think I need to find something in the newspaper or something. Rock of Gibraltar? I need to find out who this sailor guy is. Search, oh, duh. Search Rock of Gibraltar, 1893. Uh, 1893, Rock of Gibraltar's arrival.
Here it is.
Alright, so that's the information about her.
The shipping company, the Adelaide, Southampton, London line, and its address. Interesting. It must be the place where they keep the records, including the one for the crew of the Rock of Gibraltar.
I think that if you pretend you're from Scotland Yard, they'll give it to you without any problems.
But I have another solution. I'll call in the specialist.
Wiggins. He's still down there? Yep, he's showing the hell he is.
Wiggins, would you come upstairs, please?
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
I need a register, my young friend. If you could borrow it, there will be half a guinea for every one of you. I need the crew list of the Rock of Gibraltar in 1893, and their current employment.
I'm straight on it, Mr. Holmes.
You really think they'll find it, Holmes?
My secret police is better than the Yard in many ways.
Here it is, Mr. Holmes. But we can't take it back. It's too risky.
Put it on the table. I'll take care of it. Good work, young Wiggins.
Why you told him to
This
put it on the
list
table if I need
shows
to
the
check it
senior
in?
officers of the Rock of Gibraltar, on which Lady Brackenstall and her maid made their voyage. Lady Brackenstall does not know anyone in England. This must mean that someone on this list is our mysterious visitor. And these are the lists of the senior officers of the Adelaide, Southampton, London Line ships. Let us find out who was in London upon November the 7th.
Okay, so one, no. Ernest Wood.
This officer is still at sea, therefore he cannot be involved.
Okay. I'll switch page. Oh, right here.
This officer was on a ship that sailed half a month ago. He wasn't in London at the time of the crime.
Okay.
This officer was on a ship that sailed half a month ago. He wasn't in London at the time of the crime. Mr. Jack Crocker was in London upon the date of the crime, and he is due to depart in 2 days. This officer is still at sea, therefore he cannot be involved. This officer is still at sea, therefore he cannot be involved.
So I missed one somewhere. Henry South. Oh, here it
This
is.
officer is still at sea, therefore he cannot be involved.
That's the one.
Captain Jack Crocker is our mysterious visitor. He was the only one around at the time of the murder.
You know what I'm saying? Come
This
out, wherever
Crocker.
you are.
Do you think...
It would be interesting to meet him. Our young friend should be able to find him. Wiggins, could you find a way to bring this Captain Crocker here to us?
Here? Holmes, that could be dangerous.
No problem, Mr. Holmes.
Man, Wiggins can do anything, I'm telling you.
Mr. Holmes?
Oh,
I
shit.
was informed that you were looking for me, and I'd
Barely
like to
carried
know
Danny.
why.
Yes, it is important that we talk. You will soon understand why.
Alright, so let's do his character portrait first. I'm telling you. That know his hands? No. You can see all that man's veins. Newspaper ink. Green boots. Sea knife.
You are acquainted with Lady Mary Brackenstall, are you not?
Yes, I think I do remember her. From when I was first officer, but I still don't see...
It seems your relationship went beyond that of mere passenger and first officer.
How dare you?
Indeed, how reckless a feeling is love, particularly if one is prepared to commit a murder in its name.
Explain yourself this instant.
You are aware that the murder made the headlines of the morning press. You read the newspaper report, but to your dismay, found it much fabricated. Once you learned that I wanted to see you, you came straight away. You needed to know what I had found.
You... and what do you know?
That evening, you were with Lady Brackenstall, despite the danger.
I'm not afraid, Mr. Holmes. Besides, all of this is just guesswork.
So you
You
think?
would be right if there was no evidence.
What then?
Lady Brackenstall was tied to a chair on the night of the murder. And it was you who tied her up.
You call that evidence?
Sailor's knot.
Yes, as she was tied with a sailor's knot. Your handiwork.
So,
Oh, and the knife
it's a
where he
sailor
cut it.
who's done it. That proves nothing, Mr. Holmes. I'm not the only sailor in London right now. Your theory is flawed anyway. On the night of the murder, I was aboard the Sharp. I was supervising the repair of a porthole.
At night?
It was an emergency. There was a leak. You can ask the ship's carpenter. He can confirm.
I'm sure that he can.
Perfect. In that case, we have nothing more to talk about. Good evening, gentlemen.
Holmes, what should we do now? Would you like to check his alibi?
No. There is no doubt that these men will testify in his favor, and there will be no way to check.
So, what then?
So, we must work with what we have. We have all the puzzle pieces.
All right, so here
Now
you go.
I understand why you
let's-
dissected.
So now we gotta just finish connecting the dots. We found the sailor. So Crocker is lying. His involvement is clear. He appeared as soon as he heard that I was looking for him, thus signaling his guilt. He was aboard the Sharp on the night. He was not afraid to confront me. He had a confident demeanor. Yeah. I think that's that one. Yellow know the captain is the killer. All right. Here we go. So, he is the murderer, and you will bring him and his accomplice, Lady Brackenstall, to justice. Or you can absolve him by, it says the murder was committed in self-defense. Jack Crocker defended a woman against a violent, dipsomaniacal man. The mystery is solved, but you decided to keep it a secret. There is no need to inform the police. I think I'm gonna arrest him. Well, let's go.
Wiggins, could you ask Mr. Crocker to come here again, please?
Right away.
Yeah. Hey, Danny, I see you lurking.
Why did you make me come here again, Mr. Holmes?
It is over. I know that it was you who killed Sir Eustace Brackenstall.
What?
I know, because of the height at which the rope was cut. The knife used was a sea knife. The knots were sailor's knots, and not least the sheer force that was put behind the killing blow. And because you are the only one who knows Lady Mary
Shit, yeah,
Brackenstall
that man
in
sat down
London,
like, oh, fuck.
and because you love her.
It's true.
It is time for you to tell us the whole truth.
I admit that I loved Mary madly from the first day that I met her. But I never did come to visit her, for I believed that she was in a happy household. When I talked to her maid, who told me everything, I was insane with rage. I was due to set sail for 6 months away. I wanted only to see her again. But it turned into a damnable nightmare when he barged in. He dared raise his hand to her. He was not even worthy of licking her boots. Oh, I regret nothing. I admit I killed the monster out of love for her. She will forgive me if she is able.
Lady Brackenstall already forgave you. She said nothing.
Mary,
Got that suction
But
cup.
that makes her an accomplice as well as her maid. It places her in danger yet again.
Mr. Holmes,
You would not have managed to protect her.
till I die, do you hear me? Here is a letter that
We're
sets
dying out
everything
here,
clear,
motherfucker.
and it is the one that should be disclosed to the police. I am the only culprit. Mary had nothing to do with it. Now it is time to end this.
Wait a minute. I ain't mean kill yourself for real. No, you don't. Give me that. Give me this pistol, sir.
You
This
should have
man was
let me
really
die.
finna give himself a sunroof.
How can I live if Mary suffers?
I am sorry, Captain Crocker, but there has been quite enough death in this case.
The bad part is if I would have let him kill himself, that was
Inspector,
it. You
I
can't
give
go
you
back and
Sir
try again.
Eustace's killer. He tried his best to perform his own justice.
Well, I'm not surprised. Yes, it was me. I confess.
Here is a piece of evidence that can be used in court.
Perfect. A case that went smoothly for once.
Sir Eustace was murdered by Captain Jack Crocker, who was visiting Lady Brackenstall that night. They staged it as a robbery by the Randall gang. Crocker used a sea knife to cut the bell rope to tie the lady and then hid the silverware in the well. He committed a violent crime for which he deserved a condign punishment. 16 clues found. Conclusion: the captain is the killer. Moral choice: arrest Captain Crocker. Now, from here, hold to check your conclusion. I didn't even know you can do that, but I'm not checking the conclusion. That's something that I didn't exactly know about. So I guess that's right, because I got all 16 clues and it's green. Accept decision. Boom. People that solved the case the same way, 94%. People made the same moral choice, 35%.